I think that the NPFL has done well because allowing Rivers United.
The NPFL means the Nigerian Premier Football League.
Yeah,
yes.
the Football League. NPFL. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Allowing Rivers United play their outstanding games before the last round of fixtures is a good thing because we criticized that earlier, knowing that if everybody had played this weekend, Rivers United would know what they have to do. But now they have to play today, and I think on Thursday.
Yeah, but they know what they have to do anyway, Jonathan.
Well,
I get what you mean.
So I like the idea that they were flexible
to win.
Yeah, they didn't allow that to happen this weekend. So that's my first observation from the news hound.
Okay.
Another one would be I think apologies are, I don't know, are overrated sometimes. You knew what you had to do. Do it and move. As you did not now do it, move on too.
Who?
Arteta apologizing for his team's performance in second half.
I thought it was okay.
Who was he apologizing to? The same people that left him dry.
I feel that a lot of things have come together to distract Arsenal from winning the title. Beyond tactics and coaching, social media has also played a role. Because
Arsenal fans themselves.
The players are reading things
now,
online.
They're
reading stuff online. So there's no way you read things. Footballers read these things online. As you're talking, they're normal human beings. They have their phones with them.
And they're very young as well.
So they're very impressionable. So when people think that, these footballers are, was it somebody
superhumans?
They're not.
They're not. They're not.
I think Arsenal's always. I remember those days when United and Arsenal used to go at it hammer and tongue back then, and there was a real bitter rivalry. I mean, a lot of Arsenal fans remember the days of when Kano was in Arsenal. It was real. If I go back, George Graham and all that, was really, really bitter. Do you understand? And to be honest with you, Arsenal United fans hated each other really because it was them to them. City was, there was a time City was nowhere. You understand? In fact, the only time City turned up for a football match in the Premier League was when they were playing United. That was their holiday. You understand? All this rivalry with City and Liverpool didn't exist back in the day. Because Liverpool too had their issues at that time. Of course, going to Anfield has always been difficult for any United side, even under Fergie. But even a problem then was with Arsenal fans, they tended to get carried away.
Very emotional.
Very emotional.
Too emotional.
Too emotional. So I think Arsenal fans need to take a chill pill. You understand? I don't think Arteta necessarily had to apologize for it. It was a bad performance. But Brighton just got tonked at home 5-1 by Everton. After the big United, that's football.
It was a totally different side that turned up yesterday.
Jonathan, that's football for you.
Everton.
So
it's football.
That's football for you. So I think people should, as I said, if you look at it dispassionately, unsentimentally, and objectively, I think Arsenal, yes, they should have won the Premier League because there was a time there was 8 points. They were 8 points clear, but where they lost it was, Liverpool, and I love the way the Liverpool. That's where they started to lose it.
And I think that's where I would agree with Femi being critical of Arteta, because I felt like you were two goals up
away at Anfield. Kill that game.
Even if you didn't kill it, close the door.
And we're saying the same thing. That's why I mean, kill it.
You didn't close the door. So if you had closed it, if you had made that change, maybe like he did with the Newcastle game last week, removed Zinchenko and brought on Karen, then defend. Do you understand? So, and if you're not flexible in that regard, it affected the next game against West Ham.
Yeah.
Affected the next game against Southampton. You were not being flexible. I think it was the next game we won after Southampton that there was a bit of flexibility. So again, I will not be too critical of him.
No, there was no flexibility after Southampton. Look at who you played after Southampton.
No, after Southampton.
Sorry.
Okay, after you lost to City after Southampton.
No, there was
very careful. I think for me, one of the reasons why Arsenal lost this title is defensive. Arsenal have been shipping goals in to win a champion. I still remember when Fergie said, I thought this year would be different. Fergie said, to win games, you need a good attack. To win championships,
everybody knows that.
So defensively, you knew that was a problem from the word go, and that's why they went into the market to get Kiwior. So for me, you need to get a player who is ready to go. When you have to, because you got Jorginho. Jorginho is ready to go.
Defender who was ready to go.
What I'm saying is
in January for a defender that you would have recommended.
When you buy, players are always ready to go to buy. Just bring the money, drop it. Somebody will move.
Yeah.
You can't buy a player and then Arsenal, because Arsenal lost the title from a very comfortable position.
Yes.
If this was any other team, we would have thrown stones at them. We would have given Man United stick if it was United.
Of course, any other, to be honest with you.
If it was Chelsea that lost this, we would scream at Chelsea. But we're making excuses and saying, I understand that it is City. From that point, I agree with you. But I'm saying no one should sit here and say, Arsenal should have lost it. No, you're 8 points clear at the top.
Anyway, as I said, so we don't make this the Arsenal losing the title.
It obviously is.
I wanted to go to the next story because the story that sort of jumped at me was the Ole story. I have always come in support of Ole a lot of times, but for this story, I totally disagree with him. I can never agree with what he said.
Sorry,
eras change.
Femi, can I just?
We have to have
it's
we
okay.
want to hug now.
No, I don't want to hug. Femi. I want to make an appeal. If you're listening today, where's your husband? Your real husband? This person in the studio is what they call that thing. It's
a doppelganger.
It's a doppelganger. Do you understand? It's a clone. Do you understand?
Let's hug it out.
Was that call?
That call I gave you, and I managed to make it on time. Yeah, go ahead, man.
It was wrong. You don't compare eras. It means that automatically the eras before the Charlton era, the best era, they will look at your era and say, you guys still were businesses. There's no, you call one other one. That's disrespectful.
Very.
Players' eras change. Number one, mental health is a serious matter now.
Yes.
Right? I'm not. And then you said, you told them to buy Haaland. For me, look, that's water under the bridge. Move on.
If Haaland wasn't doing well, we will not remember that you said that too.
You know, funny, we're all on the same page. I think Ole is what they call in psychology being a rampant. That is practicing rampant hypocrisy. Ole, as far as I'm concerned, the last 3 years were a disaster on him because he engendered and embedded favoritism in the squad.
It was the same person.
He embedded and enhanced and enabled mediocrity. When you have the likes of, what's his name, Harry Maguire, you made him club captain, and no matter how badly he played, week in, week out, you kept on picking him. You kept on picking your favorites. Then you are now turning around to say that these are your favorites. When you promoted mediocrity. Do you understand? You are now calling calling these players snowflakes when they knew there are a group of players under Ole that they knew no matter what they would play.
I know, but Maguire actually took United to a final.
To what final?
A European League final.
And what did he?
He didn't play enough, and that's why United didn't win. He was injured.
Anyway, but I think Ole should shut up. To be honest with you, with every moment he opens his mouth, he denigrates his legendary status for me. To be honest, I don't like Ole Gunnar Solskjaer because what I feel he was a man who was promoted way above his competence. He didn't have the guts to resign. I just stayed there and watched that whole club stagnate and become a joke.
He actually said something which was very instructive as well, that he had an offer from Nice. He turned it down.
From Nice? You should have gone there now. And gone to go and demote them there.
And I remember the owner of Nice wants to buy Manchester United. So it means they could bring it back.
Anyway, I don't like him.
We bring it back again.
Another funny story, guys. Funny of matrimony. I ran into a friend of mine over the weekend. Very, very good friend. I don't know what's going on with the institution of matrimony now, but I know it's really under attack. And for young people out there listening to the sound of my voice this morning, please, male or female, man or woman, when you get married, whenever you get married, please marry your friend. Do you understand? I think a lot of marriages fail now because people are getting for the wrong reasons. I'm not sitting here in judgment over anybody. Do you understand? Because we all have our skeletons in the cupboard and all that. In fact, in my case, I might have a whole cemetery in my wardrobe. Do you understand? But it's just an observation. Marriages are failing at an alarming rate. Ran to a friend of mine yesterday, and I attended his 4 children's wedding, all of them. They're all married. He has 3 girls and a boy. And of the 4, 3 of the marriages have failed. Do you understand? Funny enough, the girl and 2 boys married people from the same tribe. I not mention the tribe. The only person's marriage that is still standing and flourishing is somebody that married somebody from another tribe.
Wow.
Do you understand? So this issue about I can't marry Igbo, I can't marry House, I can't. Do you understand? Is BS. I'm telling you, of the statistics, all the 3 of the 4 married from the same tribe, their own tribe. The one person that went crossed wherever to go and marry they are doing okay. So it's about values, it's about friendship. And I'm talking about marriage here because obviously Richard Williams married the wrong woman, the stepmother.
The stepmother.
When you marry a woman can go and be forged your signature. Do you understand? That's not a joke. But jokes apart, guys, I mean, marry your friend, please. It's very important. Don't marry for money. Don't marry because the guy is good looking. Don't marry the babe because she's fine. That fineness, I tell you, will wane with time. That guy that has a six-pack like Ubina now, after time when you feed her, you will get pot belly. Do you understand? But if you can talk, if you have jokes, if you converse, you have things in common. Do you understand? Same values. And then family is very important too. The Yoruba people have a saying that it's very, very better to marry a bad woman from a good family than to marry a good woman from a bad family. So I'm not asking you to go and marry a bad woman from a good family. Marry a good woman from a good family. Take a long, hard look at your in-laws. Do you understand? You marry a woman that the family gets as it be. One day, that is going to come down on you like a ton of bricks. And same with the ladies too. Check out your potential husband's family. What are they like? Forget about where they are from. What are they like as human beings? Do you understand? Very, very important.
I saw Obina scribbling things.
Take it. Right? No, it's true. Marry your friend. No, it's true because there was a sermon I went for in church that said.
You went to church yesterday?
That was on the road over the weekend. But there was and it was so interesting. The pastor said some things. He said, pray that your child doesn't marry their own enemy. Do you understand? You can marry your enemy. You know, either male or female. You can marry your enemy. Someone that is a stranger to you. Then another one too. Don't marry a child that they will make you their enemy. Do you understand? That is, they won't want to see you the parent in the house. So there's so many things. Marriage is not just about, calling people to do actual beer and drinking champagne and all that.
Far beyond love as well.
There has to be love.
Far beyond it.
That's what I'm talking about. Let the person be your friend. Somebody you can gist with. Any topic about anything. Nothing's off the income. But we do digress.
Okay. More from the news hound. Barcelona champions from
Congratulations.
Spain.
Fantastic. Congratulations to Barcelona. And to Feyenoord, what can we say? It paid off. All those levers they pulled.
Yeah. At least one came through. Not all.
One came through,
because the plan was play well in the Champions League, get into the later stages.
Okay, that's true. They're in the Champions League and they knocked out.
Win the league. Those are part of the levers to help.
But I don't think they ever thought they could win the Champions League.
No, but they thought they would make at least quarterfinals.
Yes,
what they said was quarterfinals.
Financially, I get what you mean. But La Liga itself is good.
I think it was brilliant.
And the way and manner they won it as well.
Yeah.
Right. With the fact that a good defense wins you the league, and Barcelona typified that this season.
Barcelona,
they considered less than 13. Oh, okay.
No.
For the last
from 2.
Okay.
And that's the thing I'm telling you now again. Look at it. What the guy did was he chopped and chinned consistently this year defensively. There was Sergio Roberto at some point who's been injured, but majorly he's used Koundé, Araujo, Christensen, and
Araujo is a revelation.
Yes. But don't forget, in that sense, Alonso has played in that defense. Alba has played in that defense. He's chopped and chinned consistently. But because he's coaching the team, we're seeing changes. We're seeing different sort of performance. Gavi is playing well. Pedri is playing so well this season. Even De Jong is playing good.
De Jong ain't going nowhere.
Right. We're looking at that team and you can tell that the manager understands. It took him a while at first because somebody had to play Dembele and Rafinha. And both of them like playing from the right. So when you play one from the left, the other one automatically just goes off.
I completely agree and understand what you're saying. It's good.
Okay. You completely agree and understand what Femi is saying?
Yes, in terms of...
I'm on the road today. Today's my day. I don't know. Whatever it is I used to baff.
I tell you, keep on using it.
Yes, because he's right. You have
For
to...
once, Sabi. You didn't say it, but that's what you meant.
You have to be flexible and you have to be ready to learn on the job. We would say that he's done a great job this year.
Oh yes, he has.
We cannot.
For me, he's a contender for Coach of the Year.
I'm glad that you're saying that. So maybe next year.
I said he's a contender. I didn't say we win it.
Hey,
well, this guy.
So maybe next year,
when he knocks out City on Wednesday.
So if he behaves the same way next year, then you can then be critical of him because Arteta has tried. it may not be.
It's okay. I beg, please, no.
I don't want an Arteta slander here. He failed, but
I beg.
okay.
Credit to Lewandowski, he's your top scorer.
Yeah.
In a league that he has Benzema, who's more knowledgeable than him in terms of
experience.
In that league. So I think he's doing very good, and
So
I think the whole
a great player.
Balde is doing very well for me. The 19 that's the best. He's played at left back this year. He's played at right back. He's a left-footed player. He's played at both sides.
And I've seen that a couple of times. Chelsea fans have come for Conde a lot, but he's been a great servant for Barcelona.
You talk about people that have geniuses for agents, Christensen and Marcos Alonso. Hey, get to the out of Chelsea and going to win.
I hear Aubameyang will win a title with Barcelona. Don't know how that's true. I've tried to confirm that.
Well, it depends on how many games he played for them.
He played a huge chunk.
Played for
No, but he moved
in January.
He moved
in the summer.
He moved in December.
Yeah,
not
in
January.
Not in January.
No, he didn't move in January.
No, he started the season with Chelsea.
He started Chelsea.
Tuchel brought him before the window closed.
Oh.
Yeah.
And he played a few games for Barcelona.
I don't know. In England, it used to be 10. You have to play up to, I don't know how many it is now. You have to play 10 games before you can win the title.
So credit for them. Feyenoord as well, good, because Feyenoord had to beat likes of Ajax and PSV. PSV got Van Nistelrooy in. And I thought they won the cup, but Feyenoord, it's brilliant.
Came from nowhere to win now.
Very brilliant.
Then we didn't talk about it in news, but I'll still go there anyway. And so unfortunately, our boys lost to Burkina Faso. In fairness to Charles, he did say the Burkinabes looked the better when he watched them beat knockout Cameroon, and we just couldn't get there. But the boys I'm supporting in the final is Senegal, Morocco. I'm supporting Senegal, and if Senegal win, that will be a clean sweep of everything. That would be amazing. Who does that?
A country who is willing to do the work.
What are they doing right?
So we need to find out.
Senegal.
We need to go for a break.
All right, then we'll start trying to figure out what Senegal is. I'm getting a bit worried, guys. I've tended to agree with everything Femi's been saying. Don't know whether it's the soap we take bath this morning. Don't know what it is, but I have to break this new alliance that is probably under my nose. Charles is not here. Femi has decided that he and Otoke will not be agreeing on anything. Anyways, guys, do we have messages?
Oh, yeah, we've got a lot of them. This one says, good morning. Trossard became a Brighton player in Arsenal clothes. Arsenal deserve their red, okay, I guess. This one here says, good morning, guys. I quite agree with Femi. Arteta boggled Arsenal's chance of winning this league from a winning position. Trust me, he will never have another opportunity like this ever again. I don't think so, though. He lacks ideas and is inept tactically in crucial matches. My own opinion is he should be sacked immediately. I will be this. He should be sacked immediately and replaced with Roberto De Zerbi. Ahmed from Ikorodu says Arteta is a failure.
Show. No, I agree with one thing he said there. Everything is a bit over the top. But to get this kind of opportunity, because every optimistic house, next season, next season might not come. Why? Because Liverpool that were useless this season, look at what they have done recently. Battling to try and get it to top four. Chelsea cannot be as useless as they were this season. They'll come back. Other teams like Villa and Brighton will improve. City will always be City. Even United, once they can get this ownership wahala sorted, will be better than they were last season. So it's a good opportunity that Arsenal may have lost, but hey, c'est la vie.
All right, this one, Segun from Ontario says, Uncle Segun, Arsenal fans didn't desert the team. There was a fire drill at the stadium, so the fans had to go out.
Really?
Really? How about the players?
Segun, really?
How about the players?
It's possible now.
How?
I don't know. Then how come? Well, if that's the case, then that's excusable.
No, but some other fans were still in the stadium.
Yeah, so
how come they
I don't
affected
know.
some, did not affect the others?
Exactly. I don't know.
John from Alimosho says, good morning, guys. Good point, Mr. Segun. The Arsenal fans were disgraceful and
strong word, but they were disappointed.
The Southampton match. Been waiting for someone to talk about this. You echoed my thoughts. I'm really disappointed as an Arsenal fan. The team pulled the unexpected, and the little they could have done is stay to support and appreciate the young team. Even though I watch at a viewing center, I stayed all through. I was really proud of the boys. Thanks.
Bottom line. Sorry, who sent you that message?
John,
fantastic.
John stayed because he don't pay to watch him.
The viewing center is not free, my friend.
Even the stadium, you pay to go. You bought tickets now.
So this one's there to move on.
No, they should.
Aisha Adelala says, good morning, Sports Zone. Senegal and Morocco must be doing something right in football. Not surprised their teams made it to the final of the under-17.
Yeah, well said, Aisha. Yeah.
I agree that they're doing something good, but I saw the game yesterday, Senegal and Burkina Faso. It was a very tough match. If you thought Senegal just beat Burkina, it was penalties.
No, I know. Yeah, but it just goes to show that
Burkina Faso were a very good team in this tournament. Very good team.
Yeah. But
Senegal's first goal conceded was Burkina Faso.
Yeah, but
Senegal has also been a very good team.
Yeah, exactly. So what's your point? I don't understand. Because you just said that Senegal's
I'm
first goal
I'm saying that if Burkina Faso had won, it's a penalty. If Burkina
Faso,
Faso,
but who won?
But penalty, anybody can win.
But who won?
Everybody can win.
Why did Burkina? But who won? You started.
So let me just go. Let me just move on. I've cornered down. My name is Maxwell from Ojata. Please, whining and complaining and giving all manner of excuses about Arsenal should stop forthwith. How can any team that is serious stay top of the table with between 5 to 8 points and cannot hold on to the end? And you guys are there giving them reason for them to continue.
I don't think anybody gave any. I don't think anybody gave excuses for them. I think we just analyzed. You understand? It is what it is. City have been magnificent, in fairness. They pulled. In fact, I was shocked at that start. 11 straight wins. You know, during this season, they never had won more than 4 in a row. Then they will either drop points or lose. Or, well, they drop points. But this one, they strung together at the worst possible time. And then, of course, we shouldn't forget to that. City took 6 points off Arsenal too.
Yeah.
I mean, and that in itself, you do not. That's one thing I love Mourinho for. Mourinho's, I think he used to do one arithmetic, and he always worked for him. Mourinho's arithmetic: win your home games and don't lose away. If you can win all well and good, exactly. If you could, but if you do the maths, you know, win your home games and then just don't lose anyhow. You pick a draw. If you can get a win all well, do you understand? That was his maths.
We've got more messages. This one here says, "Hello, Sports Zone family. I think we really need to give Brighton coach Zerbi his flowers. I have never seen any team tactically train their players the way they do. I was at the game against Leeds and I was amazed at the way the goalkeepers were trained to invite pressure and play their way out. It was an absolute joy to watch. For other teams, it was just regular training goalkeepers to catch the ball. For Brighton, it was play with your legs and catch the ball as well." Coyote in the UK. I totally agree with Coyote.
You know, that's a lovely message. Thank you very much. I agree because remember, Sanchez is bright. December has dropped. He brought in this young guy, Jesse, who I'd never heard of Jesse Steele. But God, if you're going to be
was Sanchez dropped?
Yes,
it's been dropped. Jesse Steele it's been dropped
because even I'm in agreeing with you. It was the Steele guy that.
Wait, agree with me or Femi?
That
no, separate. Agree with me or Femi?
That was at the gates for Everton. And even after conceding 5, the coach still put him in this game.
Well, he has still played, despite.
Well, in fairness to Dick,
I'm just saying that number one, Steele has kept 6 clean sheets this season. Sanchez has kept clean 6 clean sheets as well. He's doing a good job. And yesterday, he invited the pressure.
But that's the point. Brighton play out from the defense. I love that. I mean, and to be honest, that's one of De Gea's biggest weaknesses, apart from being weak on set pieces, corners. Other teams deliberately, crowd his box and everything. He doesn't come out to collect the ball, but I think he's one of the best shot stoppers in the world. Hence how many clean sheets? 16.
Yes, 16.
6 clean sheets. So other teams can only equal that. They can't best.
But he got there first.
But he got there first. So the other, he got there first. Cool. So, but very good point that the goalkeepers are trained. So for me, there are at least 4 or 5 coaches of the year. I mean, Tree. What's his name? Pep. Pep. De Zerbi definitely has to be there. This guy that came in from Spain, Una Emery has been brilliant with what he's done with Aston Villa. I think he's good. Eddie Howe in Newcastle. Yeah, I think he's done very, very well.
The top 3 would be Arteta, De Zerbi, and Pep. In no order.
In no particular.
I
think Eddie Howe too should be in the question.
What do you mean?
No, he's a.
What do you mean?
No. I didn't say anything.
What do you mean?
But I didn't say anything. No. We're talking about De Zerbi.
He's about to equal the record of Sir Alex Ferguson.
We're talking about De Zerbi.
Winning 3 Premier League titles in a row.
Yeah.
Don't forget that he has his own. He has his own record coming. Arteta has stayed the longest at the top, about 200 something days as number 1. Then obviously De Zerbi, he's played arguably
I like
one
De
of the
Zerbi actually.
I like
Eddie Howe will be mentioned, but I don't know.
I think Eddie Howe's done a good job.
My top 3.
I think that De Zerbi improved virtually all the players
That young player, Ferguson, in front.
under him. And he's done a great.
Look at they lost Trossard this year in January and got Mitoma to take.
And even losing Trossard was a very firm decision that he took, because it was him that let
even
let him go.
the guy with the afro now, not afro.
Cucurella has gone before he came.
He left this summer now.
That was Graham Potter, not him.
And then he got Estupinian who stepped in.
And even yesterday after the match, he considered the fact that he's going to lose some of his best players.
McAllister, Saicedo,
but the ones that are
Estupiñán,
he's hoping that Estupiñán stays for another season. He's hoping that Mitoma stays for another season. And these guys have been great. Even is there Ferguson in this team?
Yeah.
Ivan
Ferguson.
Ferguson.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, if there's any name, when that guy was growing up, look at that name.
And the funny thing, they've beaten Man United, Chelsea, Arsenal, and Liverpool.
No, they beat United home and away, beat Chelsea home and away. Then they've won 4 out of their last 5.
They took 4 points from Liverpool. Drew 1-1.
Drew 1-1.
Yeah. They've done well. Arsenal beat them. Okay,
last season and this season. No, we beat them in their. No, we beat them in their home. 4-2.
Who beat them in the League Cup? Who beat Arsenal in the League Cup?
Oh yeah,
are you counting that? We're talking Premier League.
No,
we
I said they've beaten them twice in
at
the
the
Emirates.
Emirates.
Okay. Knock them. Okay.
Twice in the Emirates.
No, they're fierce on further, to be honest with you. So yeah, De Zerbi, Eddie Howe, even Ten Hag. I think Ten Hag, consider where United are coming from.
Style.
No, but wait.
They're stylish.
Hold on. Excuse me. Let's hear me out. If Ten Hag finishes top 4, it's still if, and if he wins the FA Cup, the guy for don't try.
We're talking the Premier League. We're talking about the Premier League Coach of the Year, not overall season.
Well, yes. Premier League Coach of the Year, okay. But Eddie Howe, for me, De Zerbi must be in contention. And what you call it? Yeah, of course, Pep for winning, or Pep and Arteta. One of them win it any which way.
All right, let's go now to phone calls. It's 9 o'clock already, so let's take phone thoughts.
Good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Jami from Agbede. Please, I want to ask one question before I proceed. This Arsenal team and the Leicester that won in 2016, who is better?
That's a very good
question. That is the question.
Okay. We'll answer it. Then
sorry.
It's gone?
Yeah.
Okay. Jamie makes a very good point. And funny enough, we actually said this off air. In as many people give explanations, excuses for Arsenal's potential failure to win the league title. That's a very good question, though. Leicester had more experienced players.
Arsenal is a better squad.
But Arsenal is a better squad with a better pedigree. Yeah. So really, they shouldn't have let this chances.
Pedigree, but mentally.
Man, but that's what
I think the only thing Leicester had better than Arsenal was the coach. In terms of the experience the managers had, he's had that opportunity before.
Ranieri,
yes. He was the nearly man, remember, with Chelsea, the unbeaten season of Arsenal. He was the coach of Chelsea at that time. So he's had that, he's been there before, his experiences, so he knew what to do.
But let's have some surprises. I mean, Vardy had the season of his life. Scoring in 11, breaking Van Nistelrooy's record of 10 in a row, scored in 11 games in a row. Mahrez was absolutely brilliant. N'Golo Kante was on the drink water on one wing, and
Captain Morgan,
yeah.
And then the goalkeeper Kasper
was excellent. But very good question. I think Arsenal was a better team. They should have held on to win the league.
Hello?
Jamie calling back.
Okay, Jamie.
That means Arsenal is a shameful club. When it matters much, they will crumble. And when the pressure is too much, they will shoot. Congratulations to Barcelona. Any guys doing the Under-17 Cup definition. Thank you.
All right.
Wish all our callers were like Jamie. Short and to the point.
Okay, let's go. Another call. Good morning.
Shy caller.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Uncle Segun, good morning. Good morning. It's okay. I wanted to ask you a question. First of all, my name is Rex Mon.
Oh, Rex, how are you? Long time. How are you?
I'm good, Uncle Segun. It's okay. Are you from Cross River?
No, I'm not.
No, it's okay. That be Nemo. Yeah, Rex.
That's style now.
That's
style.
But that's a new chat of line.
Next one. This is your line.
Rex, thank you for.
I can't wait for the NPFL. What's it called?
Super 6.
Super 6 in Lagos. I can't wait. It's been long. I miss watching the Premier League, the NPFL. In real life, I can't wait. So I'll be there with my camera taking pictures for myself. Then if I see you, I take your picture.
I'll be there. Don't worry. You'll see me.
Uncle Segun, you say I should not take your picture again. So
Don't worry. I'll let you take my picture. You will not pay me money.
The last time we said I should not take your picture again. For me, I will not take your picture.
Okay.
But I think Senegal is doing something we need to learn from. We need to learn from what Senegal is doing. If they win the under 17, it will be amazing. We need to send people there to. It's not bad when you say person who pass you will learn from them.
I don't mind Femi now. Femi just say argue.
Burkina Faso. Nobody give Burkina Faso credit now.
But they did now. They did. Charles gave them credit on this program before they played us, and it was right. So you know what they say about it, stop clock being right twice. So when it's right, I give him credit.
All right, thank you very much, Rex. Hello, good morning. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah,
yes,
we can.
loud and clear.
Good morning, sir.
Morning.
Yeah, my name is Agbede.
Ayodele, what's on your mind?
I'm all right. It's just amazing yesterday. Singing national boxing.
Sorry, Ayodele, can you speak up?
Okay, what about now, sir? Can you hear me, sir?
Yeah, better.
Yeah, better.
Okay, I said it's just so surprising yesterday, seeing how Arsenal just wasted the chances and making us now to turn Guardiola to second lord in the EPL.
I'm telling you.
But to be honest with you, I never wanted Man City to win it, but it's just so surprising that those people are just too magnificent. As in, I just don't understand. It is well. But we if I see you in Lagos, now take your picture.
No, Walla now. Don't mind Rex. I don't know what's talking. You can take my picture anytime. No, Walla.
I know you can't say no now because you are not like Uncle Charles now.
Ah, well.
Uncle Charles, I told you in Surulere, bros, full face like this on tomorrow no day. Now only Jojo just snap with us that day.
No, Walla. Anytime we jam, anytime. All right there. Thank you.
Too much.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Sports Zone.
Morning.
I'm Reverend Obina.
Okay. Reverend Obina. Okay.
Yeah. You were asking what the Senegalese are doing right. I want to tell you what they are doing right. They put a square peg on a square hole. You people, as I listen to you people every morning, don't you know the right thing to do in Nigeria? But in Nigeria, they will take a carpenter to go and head another section entirely, like medical. So how will it work? When people that are supposed to run sports in this country are nowhere to be found, how can it work? And again, I want to ask you people to answer me. What exactly, is there anything Nigeria is doing right?
Okay.
Check in every section.
All right.
Please. Is there anything Nigeria is doing right?
All right. We'll answer that. Thank you. Does anyone want to answer that?
Yeah, we'll get better.
We're
cooking right.
We're cooking right.
Yeah.
Yes.
We just broke the world record for
That's
the
one.
longest cooking.
We have very good musicians. That's two.
Oh yeah.
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 So if you're asking what we're doing right, we're doing a few things right.
Yeah, we are. Yeah, we can, but we can get better.
We can get better.
I hear what the Reverend says.
Yes.
We can do better. We all agree we can do better. So let's come together to make Nigeria better.
Believing.
Yeah, keep believing. Yeah, we can do better.
Hello, good morning. Good morning.
Hello, good morning. This is JD from Surulere.
Good morning, JD.
Okay. The Eagle, the Sage, the 4x4, 3x3 formation man said something when Senegal played at the under 20 AFCON. He made a comment. He said, if Senegal went on to win the under 17 African tournament, it means they are doing something great. But that day, Charles said something. Charles argued and said, no. What is Nigeria doing that? What is Senegal doing that Nigeria is not doing? But the Eagle said, let us wait. And if Senegal wins the under 17, he knows that they are doing something great. And I just want to ask a question. Do you see Chelsea finishing in the top 4 in the next 4 years? Thank you very much.
JT, now for
that's not wicked. Next 4.
Has Pochettino been confirmed?
99%.
Not official.
Okay.
Just wait for the official confirmation as that 1%.
I think once Chelsea, the transfer window for Chelsea will be more important from their goings out than coming in. Because everybody forgets that when Pep got to City, he got rid of a lot of players. Then he brought in his own kind of players. So Pochettino should trim down Chelsea's squad, bring in 1 or 2 key players, such a striker. That's what they need.
Very important.
Very important. And then, because I think defensively they're solid, they have more than enough attacking flair midfielders.
That goings out will be difficult as well, because a lot of those players are new
contracts,
very good contracts as well. So how he's going to be able to navigate that waters?
But it'll be I think they'll get a lot of loan deals. I think that will be the easiest option.
Just get them out.
Yes.
Just get them
out. So the loan deals will be that Chelsea will still be paying some of the wages, while the players just go away to reduce the dressing room first, and also give the coach the opportunity to work with a certain number
of players. So in answer to your question, the answer to that question is yes. I actually see Chelsea being a contender for top 4 next season.
So if they loan players out, would they be able to buy with the
FFP situation? I'm sure they must have been thinking about that. But I think that, because remember they have the likes of Lukaku, who's
supposed to come back,
right? So if you have the opportunity of selling players like that, Ziyech can still move out. Then
Ziyech is going to go.
Yeah, so
they're not missing. Mount probably go. They have so many players. If they're not playing, why? If you're a player and you're not playing, just this, why would you want to stay?
Let me read a few more messages on WhatsApp before we go back to phone calls. They say, "Good morning, guys. Please, what was the result of the French team?" It was 1-0. It was 1-0. It was 1-0. CEO Africa. You're just
okay.
It's asking for the result of
BREST.
Yes.
It's okay. This is well.
Chief Udo says, "Good morning, guys. Imagine a student returning to class this morning, and the mathematics teacher sets a test on the board that goes like this: if it takes Arsenal 19 seasons to come second in EPL, using a Pythagoras theorem, calculate how many seasons it will take them to win it. Arsenal should be called names like bottling company, because they know how to bottle their chances."
Well, Pythagoras theorem.
We've also got this says, "Good morning, Sports Zone. Alade from the island. You guys saying Man City have the largest squad, like they aren't the ones that use the least players this season." Okay.
That's true. No.
Bob La from Aja says, "Good morning, Sports Zone. Arsenal had no business losing the Premiership with losing or winning to Liverpool or Man City. They lost the Premier League Cup since they drew West Ham and Southampton. This is done and dusted, people. I just saying Arsenal could still win the cup. If City drop points, forget it. It's the same Arsenal that could still drop points." Bob La. We've got this says, "How did we go from sport to marriage counseling?" Now, wow, for Uncle Segun.
I just threw that in for 3.
Most delightful, homely about getting married.
Most delightful, homely, like most delightful advice.
Okay. Bravo, Oscar. Obi. I'll be nice. Doesn't know you be this one. This guy say Obi.
No, it was a bit of taking notes. Seriously,
yes, it was not dinner. Do you know? I beg.
That's probably going to use on this program later.
And this one says, "Good morning, Sports Zone. Uncle Segun, just 1 point today. Rubbish that Ole is saying. Don't mind him, Jerry. Okay. The 1 point, he just has to say that rubbish Ole was saying."
No.
This one, Sanchez from Ibadan says, "What's Femi's point? Maguire and Mendy went to the World Cup. We have to give Arsenal praise, the youngest team in the EPL." Okay. This one says, Dr. Nna from Surulere wanted to ask, we'll pass the message across to him about the Chelsea situation. We've also got this. Kolansky says Arsenal lack champions mentality or maybe maturity on the side of the players and the coach. They got excited too early, even with 8 to 10 points game, and they were already excited. There were games they just needed to win with 1-0 or even half 0. They still went on playing exciting football for the fans. This one here says, good morning, it's K Blaze from Amuwo. This question is particularly for Kushegun. Liverpool pipped Man United to a Champions League place, and United win the League Cup and FA Cup. Who would have had the better season, United or Liverpool?
That's a good question. If Liverpool... that's a good question.
But the answer is simple now. United won trophies.
Yeah, but I have to wear shorts on Monday Night Football, so I'm not going to answer
Let's take more.
I cannot even countenance Liverpool finishing. They should get out and play Europa.
See your leg. How are you going to oil your legs?
No, I ain't oiling nothing. I ain't wearing that.
Adama Traore style. Man, that'll be so nice, man. Obina, remember that day, please. It's a Monday. We have to be together that day.
Monday.